And we do, in fact, suck at podcasting. It is a nice Friday afternoon in Long Island, pretty chilly. Tony and Foley on the podcast. How you doing, Tony?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Not bad.
Just set up that golf net outside.
Oh, yeah, that was a pain in the ass.
It was not enjoyable.
Well, at least we get to talk about our top 5 favorite wrestlers to watch ever. Let me just take a sip of my coffee quickly.
So, pretty impactful. All of these guys could be personal heroes to me.
I consider them higher up than my father, actually.
Yeah, I could agree. Alright, so...
How about you start it off? Top 5, who you got?
Alright, number 5. Number 5, I got Mr. Won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Ooh.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt.
You know?
Pretty funny guy.
Very funny guy. You could see, I liked his development as he came in, and he was like supposed to be like this face, and he was supposed to be like pushed, and he was supposed to be like a serious guy that won Olympic gold, and then like nobody liked him because like it was just a bunch of technical wrestling, and then he just basically went heel, and then kind of made a character out of himself. He was funny, and yeah.
That's weird when the WWE realizes that the audience doesn't want to.
Yes,
and they adapt. and they don't push him up your throat. That's really weird.
All right, you want to do your number 5?
Ugh. You know what? Honestly, I got the top 5. I got the top 4. Number 5 is kind of hard. Who was I thinking of before? You know what? In no particular order, I'll put HBK up there. I don't know. I'll figure out my exact order to end with, but I know HBK is definitely up in the top 5.
All right, I'll just do my 5 then.
Yeah, do your regular 5. I'll try to think of mine.
You come up with an order if you wanna.
Yeah, I'll type it out.
Number 4, I got RVD.
He is an acrobatic man.
Oh yeah.
And jacked.
Great. The inspiration behind Man Horse.
Man Horse, obviously, the most unstoppable character
in WWE 2K. But RVD, I just really like the character of the acrobatics and the all the kicks that he does. I really like his entrance theme too. You know it?
Oh yeah, one of a kind.
Yeah.
Obviously the big 2 thumbs pointing to him.
RVD.
Great.
But yeah,
tone.
I like RVD. Like the not the biggest fan of his signature, the
monkey flip.
Yeah.
Monkey flip's kind of cool. I just feel like if that happened to me, I'd be like, okay, that was like.
How often does he get hurt off the top rope?
Oh, he's always clutching his. Whether it's for entertainment purposes or not,
yeah.
I don't think jumping as high as you can and landing on a guy as hard as you can
with your stomach
definitely doesn't hurt. It doesn't help your ribs. Probably.
No. Yeah, RVD's a cool guy though. Super jacked. Like you look at him, you think he's like a twink or something like that.
Oh no.
Like compared to like Diesel.
He's a pretty big dude.
And then you see him like just next to you, and you're like, that's the biggest man I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, RVD, like him, really cool. Cheese in 2K.
Definitely cheese.
Number 3. Now, personal favorites list. Probably one I consider one of the best wrestlers is Stone Cold.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Stone Cold. Another personal hero of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to his podcast. Has a great podcast. Have you ever listened to it?
I listened to a couple episodes.
His episode with Jericho is really good. But yeah, really like Stone Cold. You know, nothing's better than the Stunner.
He's honestly embedded
badass.
in the fabric of society to this day.
If you don't like you can't not like Stone Cold. Like,
you could just say Austin 316. I guarantee you someone. How many times do you wear your Stone Cold shirt?
And then people just come up, they're like, "That's a cool shirt." I'm like,
I'd say at least 3 people every time you wear it.
Honestly,
on
average.
I
swear to God, like
it is 3.
Every time I wear it, somebody comes up and is like, "That's a sick shirt." I'm like, "Yeah." Number 2, personal favorite.
Done.
Yeah, we got Goldberg at number 2.
Goldberg. The man who made a Jewish last name sound pretty intimidating.
Yep, very. Bill Goldberg, he was on the Goldbergs.
Yeah, I didn't see that cameo. I really got to see it.
It is good.
If my Hulu would work, that'd be great.
Love Goldberg. Love the spear. He's probably. I know you love Edge, but I think he's got the best.
Spear.
Spear.
Edge's spear doesn't even.
I think Goldberg's got the best spear, and his streak. What was it, like 100?
7. No, it was up in the hundreds. I think.
Yeah.
Goldberg is one of the most unstoppable people.
Yeah, and the way he just like jackhammered jackhammered Diesel and like Big Show, like those are like 400 pound guys.
That's saying something when you know that the guy's gonna win every time, but you're still entertained throughout the whole match.
Yeah,
just because of how big of a tank he is.
How many squash matches? Like when he squashed Brock Lesnar, that was like really good. Cause like
as it should be.
Yeah.
I love watching Brock get his ass kicked.
Number 1, my personal favorite, a hero to me.
We already mentioned him.
The Heartbreak Kid, the showstopper, Missile
WrestleMania.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels. You know,
HBK.
love Shawn Michaels. You can't not like Sweet Chin Music.
What do you like better, the asshole Shawn Michaels or the Christian Shawn Michaels? Put you on the spot.
What do you mean? Like the which like
Before
era?
before
or like
he was
him as a person? I like heel Shawn Michaels. I think he's pretty interesting, but I like both characters, honestly. I don't know which one I could really say I like better.
Face or heel, he does great ring. Probably the greatest in-ring wrestler.
And he was like a small guy compared. He was like the first small guy you talking about.
Yeah, he wasn't. He
was like the
totally...
first small guy that wasn't like. He was the movement. Oh, Southampton. But he was the first wrestler away from like the giant guys, like Ultimate Warrior, like all the steroid guys. He was away, yeah. Like he was the first movement into like more of like technical wrestling.
Yeah, him and Bret Hart really
yeah, exactly.
were the catalyst of that era.
They were like They were like the new generation of more technical wrestling, and love HBK, personal hero of mine.
Personal hero, yeah.
Turned Christian, you know, found himself, but you know,
had to wrestle on his own in a Crown Jewel, pretty much.
Yeah, that was great. I know you watched Crown Jewel. I felt like bad that he probably had to do all those stunts by himself. He probably wasn't expecting.
Landed right on his head.
I don't
know why he ever does moonsaults.
He's 55 years. He's like 55 and he's doing moonsaults.
Listen, they're sick.
How often do people get hurt off moonsaults? Brock Lesnar.
Oh my god.
Kurt Angle.
Landed right on his head. Yeah. That was when Brock Lesnar was cool though. Like he was like a beast, but he also did more things than just suplex someone and then.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. That was pretty cool. When he did that with Daniel Bryan.
Brock. Lesnar.
All right, should I get into my list?
Yeah, go.
I thought of a number 5.
Did you make an order, or is it just like a?
This is a little bit of an order now.
All right.
So this is just our personal things, by the way, personal favorites to watch. I really watched wrestling through 2008 to about 2010-ish, around that time. So it was in the PG era, but these wrestlers honestly made it pretty monumental. Well, this wrestler didn't. Ric Flair is at number 5 for me.
Woo!
So I have never really seen Ric Flair in his prime. I've seen the matches, but when I was watching, I only saw.
Yeah, you weren't.
I wasn't born in the 90s. I wasn't born in the 80s. I wasn't there to experience it.
I am 19.
We're 19, so we probably weren't around then.
Yeah.
Probably.
But most likely.
Ric Flair made being a heel cool. There's nothing he couldn't do. He had the figure 4 leg lock, the chops. Woo! It just you can't beat him, man.
Anytime someone does a chop, you have to yell woo.
He's just so entertaining in everything he did.
Who does a better woo, him or Kurt Angle?
Probably him. Kurt Angle's woo.
Woo.
wasn't the best woo, but even cheating on his wife with multiple people every day of his life.
That documentary is so good, by the way.
Oh yeah, watch the documentary. Not sponsored.
ESPN.
30 for 30? It might be. It's either it is. It's a 30 for 30. Yeah. The Giant, Andre the Giant's one was at
HBO.
HBO, yeah. All right, number 4. I'll put Shawn Michaels there. I have a weird top 3. You guys are probably gonna hate it.
Now, what inspired you with Shawn Michaels? You kind of got me into him, and then I watched all the later matches. But you lived through him at the end.
Oh my! I watched.
Talk about your first WrestleMania.
My first WrestleMania. I've seen clips of I got into it right after. Well, I was into it during WrestleMania 24, but when he, KO'd Ric Flair, knocked him off. But my first ever where I bought it was WrestleMania 25, which The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, probably the greatest match I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. It was just a masterpiece. I couldn't get over the fact that Shawn Michaels is still doing all this. They're both of them completely old. They have no right to be performing at the.
Yeah, they're both like 40 in that.
Oh yeah, and it was just a great match. You thought that Shawn Michaels was gonna win a couple times. It was really it really could have gone either or because it's the streak, but it's Mr. WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You don't know which way they're gonna book that. And then even the rematch was pretty good too. But HBK number 4 for me, that's a no-brainer. You just watch him in the ring, you could see that he's special.
One of the best technical wrestlers.
Right. Number 3, I'm gonna go with Edge. Oh
wow!
Controversial. I love
I thought he'd be higher up on your list.
No, man, I love heels, and Edge was honestly, probably one of the perfect heels for me. Jericho didn't make my top 5 list, but him and Edge were really one of the greatest heels I've ever seen. I. You looking up the Undertaker theme?
Yeah. I know he's gonna be number 1 for you, so.
Yeah. Spoiler: Undertaker got to be number 1. You
But
can't
who's,
have.
Who's
but
number 2 for you?
Number 2 for me, I got Jeff Hardy, man. I love Jeff Hardy. My dad loved the Hardy Boys. We almost got to see them in Florida.
Yeah.
But my dad was.
What was that, TNA?
Yeah, it was when they were in TNA. I really wanted to see them. My dad messed it up. Messed up the tickets. We didn't get to see them.
That would have been sick.
I haven't talked to my dad since. That was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But
When my Chewbacca cup was broken by Mr. Tills.
oh yeah, if we ever have him on the podcast, it's gonna be we're gonna have to censor.
It's gonna
a
be
lot of
roast
things.
fest, yeah.
I don't know how to censor things, but we'll figure it out. We'll censor myself by
Yeah.
making loud noises like
Yeah.
woo, woo.
Tills has very sensitive ears for some reason.
Sensitive ears. He bleeds out of them anytime someone talks.
Yeah, anytime
more
we-
than a whisper.
Anytime it's more than like 1 decibel,
It's
he just guys, my
Here,
ears.
say hello Tills to me in a normal voice and I'll be Tills.
How's it going, Tills?
Oh! Like that. It's
Yeah.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
Edge he was the freaking GOAT to me. Anything he did, his booking was perfect. The fact, like, Elimination Chamber was when he really, really broke out for me. When he.
Are you still going on an Edge?
Oh, I love Edge.
I thought you moved on to Jeff Hardy.
No. Oh, I am. I'm on Edge still. I love Edge, man.
Alright.
Jeff Hardy, like you can't not like
He's got
Jeff
good
Hardy.
hair. Well, both of them.
All of them have great hair. Undertaker not anymore. That's due to the fact that he's.
Mean Mark
Yeah.
with the mullet.
But I'll go on to Jeff Hardy. Edge, ultimate heel for me. Jeff Hardy, risk taker. Yeah, if I was a wrestler, that's how I'd be. I'd just put my body out like that. Like, cause like who cares?
He
You gotta
took
make
a lot
it
of
entertaining.
drugs.
Took a lot of drugs.
What the fuck is that?
Definitely an artist. Always overshadowed his brother Matt. Matt was pretty cool though too.
I hate Matt Hardy.
You don't like Matt Hardy.
I don't like playing as him in 2K.
I love
You have
playing
to
it,
be
yeah.
Jeff Hardy.
I could be mad. I don't really care that much. I just love the twist of fate, man. It was a great move.
Yeah.
And now number 1, we already said it. You know who it is. It's the Undertaker, man. How can you not like the Undertaker? You don't know if he's a heel. You don't know if he's a face. He's just an unnatural force that just kicks ass. For me, honestly, he's probably him and Edge's feud on SmackDown the years that I was watching was the first feud I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
It was just amazing. He came back from the dead. Obviously, I realized that's when it wasn't it was fake, but yeah, that kind of ruined it for me a little bit. But honestly, Undertaker's great. His WrestleMania streak, which is broken, I don't know if that's the right decision, but he's on the way out anyway. Hopefully, he has one last good match. He did squash the.
I think so my prediction for this whole thing is I think they're going to go DX versus Brothers of Destruction. I think it's going to be the way they all go out at WrestleMania.
May as well. That'd be a good
All
way to
4
go
of them
out.
going out. I think that's the best way because Kane can't do it anymore. You could just tell.
Yeah, he's the mayor of a city now.
Exactly. And Undertaker, he's got a lot of miles on him.
Dude, Taker should have. I don't say he should have retired, but
I think
he could have retired like 10 years ago, I'd say, and honestly, everyone would just be fine with it.
I think they pulled Shawn Michaels out of retirement. I'm not a huge fan of them pulling him out. But
Yeah, I thought his career had a great ending.
yeah, but I think they pitched to him like
The money of Crown Jewel.
That, and I think they pitched to him like we want to send out Undertaker with all 4 of you guys, and can you help us send him out?
I think it'd be a great way to go out. Do I wish Shawn Michaels stayed retired? I mean, you can't not want to see Shawn Michaels wrestle, but
I think like who's gonna take out Undertaker to end it? Like who if on the main roster, who would you have take out?
God,
I think that's the big reason.
Who would you even put over?
Exactly. I don't think
Roman Reigns already tried.
I don't think they want to do Brock Lesnar. I don't think they want to do him
Lesnar.
again. I think you need to take someone out of retirement to do it. I think they both want. I think he probably wanted Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels wanted it too, and
I just don't want to set the precedent of getting wrestlers out of retirement.
to retire other wrestlers.
Because then whenever a wrestler says they're retired,
Like it's nice to have like a cool cameo, like at Rumble, like
Oh yeah.
like Edge coming out at Rumble. Those are sick, but like you can't have him coming out all the time of retirement. Then it's just kind of breaks everything.
You don't want to see a corpse wrestle.
No.
You don't want to see a wrestlers like if Shawn Michaels can't do a diving elbow off the top rope and do like kick up, do you really want to see him wrestle?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just
he could still do his
it's
moonsault,
heartbreaking.
but like
Kid.
yeah.
It's,
You could tell that Undertaker's still trying to push it too. Like he still looks decent in the ring.
yeah, he because his act isn't really that much athleticism. He has to balance on the rope for old school a little bit, which it looks tough, man. I give him credit for that, but I mean, you don't have to be that athletic to pick up a guy and choke slam him. That's just pure strength. Anyway,
Raw strength.
Raw, untamed power. Yeah, so I think we got pretty good top fives. All opinionated, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyone, if you have Dolph Ziggler in your top five, go for it, man.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Dolph
Whatever
Ziggler-
floats your boat.
Dolph Ziggler's cool.
He's pretty cool. If you have Santino Marella in your top five, I mean, the Cobra's pretty cool. Whatever works. I kind of want a Cobra sock, just so I could, like, if anyone ever makes me mad,
Yeah, we'll
I just
fight.
whip it out.
I'll get a Mr. Sacco. I think you could buy a Mr. Sacco for like $20 off the WWE website.
Mick Foley used to sell his socks and drill faces on them and
Yeah.
do that. We have to run into him. He's still in Long Island, I
I
think.
know. Forzano runs into him.
Forzano.
Alrighty.
All right, so that is our top five. Let us know what you think. And, yeah,
We'll catch you all on the flippity flip.
flippity flop.